Hey everybody, welcome back to Dinner and a Tip. My name is Brenda. I'm going to be your cooking guide. So yesterday we did Salisbury steak smash burgers, which were really good yesterday, and with a good mushroom sauce, but I have some leftover hamburger, and I hate eating the same thing 2 days in a row. That's why our neighbor gets all of her leftovers. So we are going to actually do smash burgers, but we're going to do a smash Italian pizza burger instead. So let's go ahead and get our patties started first. So I'm doing an 80-20, which is pretty much what everybody agrees is the best for the smash burgers. If you don't have a scale, I just kind of pound it into a 1/3 cup. That gives me a nice 1/3 pound patty. I just kind of do a light ball on this one, and then we'll go ahead and smash them down. So for our pizza toppings, this is pretty much up to you what you want, but we're doing green olives, mushrooms, onions, pepperoni. You could certainly do some sausage. If you want, you could actually probably take some sausage and mix in with your hamburger if you want to go full pizza Italian, but we're just going to do this today. So you don't want to get them smashed too hard in there. You want them kind of nice and loose. And then we are gonna get our toppings started first because those take the longest to cook. These smash burgers go super quick. So, all right, so we've got that. Let's go ahead and prep our bread. So since we're doing Italian, I'm gonna do ciabatta. If you haven't seen this garlic bread spread, you can get this in the fresh bread aisle. I actually really like this for when we're toasting our bread. It's got lots of herbs and seasonings in it already, so I'm gonna go ahead, pop those down on the Blackstone. Trying to see if we actually have heat today. Yeah, so yesterday we were cooking and kind of ran out of juice right in the middle, so go ahead and throw these down. You just kind of want to give them a nice little pat down, so they're, especially with the ciabatta bread, it's not exactly the most even bread out there. You could certainly do this with hamburger buns if you want, but just kind of trying to switch things up a little bit today. Next, let's go ahead and do our toppings. I'm just going to go ahead and just do a little, like the lightest drizzle of oil for these. Get this spread out, and I'm just basically, this would be great if you have a huge group of people, because then you can do all sorts of toppings and people can just kind of come and pick what they want. Got a little bit of onion and a little bit of green olive. Go ahead and put your favorite toppings in the comment section. I'd appreciate to see what you are doing. If you're like me and think it's morally wrong for people to put pineapple on their pizza, but we allow it. It's your meal, it's your dinner. Pick what you want. All right, so we got our mushrooms going. So for our seasonings for today, I'm gonna do salt, pepper, garlic salt, and Italian seasoning. So as far as these vegetables go, I just basically want them warm because when I go ahead and put them on our burger, I don't want them to be cold. And not necessarily cooking these as much as just kind of getting a nice warm on them. All right, bread seems to be coming along. Got our onions. And then I'm doing mozzarella cheese for these burgers. So the other thing, if you do a lot of smash burgers, if you want these round ones, this is actually for cake tins. So actually I like to use them because they're nice and round already. I think it works better for our smash burgers. So I've got our 1/3 pound burger. Gonna give it a good smash. Then I'm gonna go ahead and season it real quick, and then I'm gonna give it another quick smash so I get it all the way thinned out. We have garlic salt and our pepper. All right, let's grab one more burger. I'm gonna actually do these as a double stack burger, but you can certainly do them single if you like. What's nice about the 1/3 burgers are a little bit thinner, so. And then I just spaghetti sauce today. If I had marinara, I would probably use that since it's a little thicker. But I'm going to go ahead and smash that the rest of the way. That is really, really hot today. All right. Get our second smash on. To be a true smash burger, they have to be smashed really thin where they're practically falling apart. All right. And when these are cooking, they cook really fast because of how thin they are. And we've got one of our buns is ready to go. So the second burger isn't as thin, but so next I'm gonna go ahead and top these off right now. So marinara sauce is just a little bit of a thicker sauce. Since everything else on these are gonna be warm, I'm not going to pre-warm this sauce. I think it will be just fine. I did forget to throw down our pepperonis though. So I'm gonna go ahead and load these with some mushrooms first. Throw down some green olives. Throw a little bit of onion down there. Luckily, pepperoni cooks quick on here. Throw a little bit of pepperoni. Go ahead and get our seasonings on these guys too. And then all I'm going to do is top these with some mozzarella. They don't melt as quickly, so I'm going to go ahead, put these on our cooling rack. And then I'm going to just hit this with some water underneath. This way you're going to go ahead and steam your burger to go ahead and get that cheese to melt before we eat them. All right. Got our bread ready to go. Just give this probably like 30 seconds to go ahead and melt. And that's actually melting perfect. And we'll just give it one more shot if you want it a little bit more melted. Oh, I love smelling all the Italian garlic. Everything on here is wonderful. And actually, I'm just going to have this as a single patty. The next one I'll probably do is a double, but all right. Smash burger, Italiana, blah, blah, something other, you know, whatever. You know what? I love having different versions of smash burgers. I love the sauce, get all the toppings. Everything's warm, gooey, happy. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Eat happy.